What's going on, everybody? So want to do a quick update on the Husky 701 Enduro. After I did the part one, I realized, hey, I never did a part two. So I kind of got real busy, want to get the bike together, and so just kind of knocked it out. So I did not film replacing the parts, but I'm going to link a video that's going to show you, and it's the one I looked at just to verify I did everything I needed to do, replacing the camshaft. So just real fast summary. The 701 had the auto decompression failure. Husky wouldn't touch it. So I did it myself. Like I said in the last video, which I'll link, about $650. I had to replace the camshaft assembly with the updated one. New valve cover. I did pull the stator cover, so new gasket for that. And then I put in a new cam chain tensioner while I was at it with the updated one there. So not a big difference with the cam chain tensioner that I can tell, but why not? So a couple of things that I just want to mention. The camshaft assembly I got was a little bit cheaper from LPR. So I'll put that link down. I paid 100% for everything I did, so I didn't get any discounts, no kickbacks or anything. The other thing, when you're putting, really the hardest part was the crazy valve cover, getting that thing off and on. The other part of it actually wasn't bad. And then just make sure too with the new valve cover, and that one took, it took probably a week or two for me to get the valve cover. Just make sure you transfer the rubber grommets from the old cover to the new. I did not do that, and so I went to put the cover on, torque it down. Obviously, it didn't get torqued like it should have. It was leaking around the gasket because I forgot to put the rubber grommets that go in there where the screws go, and help bottom those out. So otherwise, let me just... So I had mentioned 2,000 miles on another comment. I looked back and that is not right. So I've done a little over 1,000 miles after I've done all the work. And so we're doing another trip next weekend, another 500-ish miles. I did about 500 miles 2 weekends ago. Ran fine, no issues. I ended up changing the oil about 3 different times. The filters never had shavings. I did get a little bit of shavings each time I changed the oil. A lot of it ends up getting concentrated right here on your screen area, which is great because it's telling me it's not going anywhere else. It all kind of settles down there. When you take that out, you can get your finger in there and you can get a lot of it out. So this last oil change, I just did it because I had to actually also replace an O-ring that was leaking on this screen right here. So I went ahead and changed it again. Yeah, definitely a lot less. Some of it could have also been some break-in with the new camshaft, but overall, yeah, doing great, no issues. Bike actually cleaned up really well. Clean that chain up real good, and look at that black shine. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do that ride. Gonna do the ride. Gonna clean this baby up and put it up for sale. As much as I'm going to miss this bike, and I will, because this bike is amazing. The power, the suspension, really this is the unicorn bike like I said before, but it's just time for something different. So I'm renting an 890R in Wyoming. We're also getting a Touareg 660 to rent, so I'm gonna ride both of those. That may change my mind on what I'm doing. Right now I have a deposit down on the CF Moto 450 that's coming hopefully early fall. I figure for the money, that one's going to be hard to beat. But the 701 I'm going to miss, and I will definitely probably have another 701 or 690. It is such an amazing bike. it was unfortunate that this happened, but I think I got lucky with it. I was able to fix it with really no issues, and it's running strong. Otherwise, really no big issues. Everything was contained. Like I said before, all the shavings were contained to that side of the motor, and it was all from that bolt. As that bolt backed out of that gear, it started to hit that valve cover and shave off pieces of that valve cover, little by little by little by little. And so that's what all that was. It was all valve cover shavings from that that aluminum valve cover. So yeah, it's good to go. So if you have questions, if you're not sure about part numbers, I listed those in the previous video, I think. If you're unsure, if you're hesitant to do it, I know a lot of folks are really hesitant to jump into a motor like this. It's not bad. You're literally just taking the valve cover off. The big thing is obviously making sure you don't get anything in the top end of the motor, and you are going to need to check your valves with the when you put that new camshaft in. You need to do a valve check to make sure you're good. I did not have to do any adjustments. Mine were still really about where they were. I had just done a valve check and a reshim, so I did reshim this before all this happened. I'm actually surprised I did not notice the issues, so I don't know if I just didn't pay attention and didn't think anything of it, or if it started doing that after after I had it apart and did that check. So all right, well, quick update. Again, there's been some questions. I'm trying to answer those the best I can. Unfortunately, someone with a 2021 sounds like they just had the issue, so that's unfortunate and unexpected. I feel like most of the issues with this were early on, like with this 2018 recall. So it sounds like there may be some other issues out there. So make sure you reach out to your dealers, talk to them. I will be quite honest, KTM, Frank, if you watch Frank on here, he's had some issues with his 790. KTM is not good about doing stuff with their bikes. I mean, they build a performance motorcycle, but from there, once the warranty's out, you're out of luck. I mean, it's just how it is. So you're buying a performance machine, just expect, if you got a wrench on it, either take it to the dealer and pay the money or work on it yourself. So luckily these bikes, in my opinion, they're actually fairly easy to work on. Now, if you got to take the motor out and completely split it, that's another story. So anyways, that's my update. If I missed anything, sorry. I think that's the majority of it. Again, I'll link the video. Have a great one. Subscribe. The next thing we're working on is I'm still trying to do the breakdown of the DMD Garmin software. The poll pretty much stated, hey, break it down into smaller videos. So that's what we'll do. So I'll be working on that. And then there's also some other videos. I still haven't finished the March Moto Madness video. I did the Harley version. I just had so much footage to try to get through. And then the Smoky Mountain 500, that's my next one. We did that route, and I'm doing it again. So I'll have the footage from the last one and the footage from the one coming up. I'll probably see about merging those somehow with all the footage. So be watching for that too. So stick around. Thanks, guys. Bye.